He's one of the greatest boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago, and for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul.
Discussion, and then from that perspective, people, end up watching. More people end up watching it because it becomes more of a polarizing topic of conversation. So I don't know. I see this eventually getting straightened out. I think it has to. I mean, Floyd has to fight right now. I think Mayweather probably wants to fight right now. I mean, Mayweather wants to fight and probably has to fight right now. And Pacquiao seems to want to and have to as well. So in one way or another, I think it's going to get straightened.
The controversy exploded when Floyd Mayweather Jr. publicly referred to the rematch as an exhibition. This directly contradicted statements from Manny Pacquiao, as well as the expectations of promoters, broadcasters, and key stakeholders behind the event. The sudden shift in messaging immediately raised serious concerns about what's really happening behind the scenes.
By chance, did you see what Floyd said? I think he's saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure?
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight, okay. Yeah, because I know he said...
I wouldn't fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight, yeah.
Is Spears still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean.
Okay, so it's still happening then?
He has to remember that.
But it's still on? It's still happening?
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so there's no reason why,
Why wouldn't?
Why wouldn't, yeah.
All right. You look good. You look already in shape. What adjustments do you think you're gonna make for the rematch? Adjustments compared to the first fight?
I have the improved and better strategy compared to the last one.
Manny Pacquiao Promotions has accused Floyd Mayweather Jr. of breaching contract terms, insisting the fight was agreed upon as a professional bout. According to their claims, multiple signed agreements, backed by digital signatures and official documentation, clearly support their position.
There's been a breach of contract in terms of what Mayweather had to say the fight weekend of Fundora and Thurman. Apparently he did an interview, said that it was an exhibition, that these guys didn't have anything to prove, that their legends were already set in stone, and that it would be an exhibition. He wasn't sure if it was going to be at the Sphere. Apparently, that is not true. According to a Boxing Scene article that interviewed Jazz Mathur, the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, said that, yes, the fight is contracted for the Sphere, booked at the Sphere, scheduled at the Sphere for September 19th. It is booked as a professional fight, not as an exhibition. It was never booked as an exhibition, which makes sense because Netflix got behind it, and I would assume that they would not want an exhibition. We said the other day, I think it was actually yesterday, we said that this fight has to be a real fight and not an exhibition because, one, Netflix is involved, two, Manny Pacquiao wants that get back, and two, also just betting lines. It's a huge aspect of this sport, and this kind of fight is going to generate a ton of...
Max Kellerman has gone even further, boldly predicting that in a rematch, Manny Pacquiao would stop Floyd Mayweather Jr. with relative ease. He highlights Pacquiao's recent activity, sharper combinations, and relentless pace as key advantages, factors he believes could overwhelm Mayweather inside the ring.
Active, sharper fighter by the time he fights Floyd in a rematch, and Floyd would be in danger of being stopped. And in that fight, there is a very good chance that Pacquiao will stop Floyd Mayweather.
What? Manny Pacquiao has remained firm in his demand for an official rematch, shutting down any notion of an exhibition. He insists the bout must be recognized as a legitimate professional contest rather than a staged event. This position sharply contrasts with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s reported stance, making a compromise increasingly difficult without clear contractual alignment on competitive terms.
It's up to him. If he come out to retirement, then we'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao too.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. Like I want if Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like I want fight. Like there's a decision.
Reports indicate that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have already received advance payments tied specifically to a professional fight agreement with Manny Pacquiao. These funds were allegedly contingent on the bout being officially sanctioned, raising serious concerns about whether reclassifying it as an exhibition could violate the original terms of the deal.
Mayweather has already taken a cash advance payment of his purse for the upcoming Manny Pacquiao rematch on Netflix, despite it currently being in jeopardy. I don't even know how that's possible. Who gave him a cash advance before they even got to the fight? I understand like paying some up front to secure the fight, but paying everything? Maybe it's not what it is. Maybe the cash advance is like partial. But still, what? So if this is to be believed, and this is via ESPN, this is not, random Twitter person reporting this. I think Mike Hoppinger also reported the same thing. If this is to be believed, Floyd took a cash advance and then undermined the promotion of his own fight to try to protect his 50-0 record and still make it.
Stephen A. Smith has not held back in his criticism of Floyd Mayweather Jr., questioning the level of opposition the undefeated star has chosen in recent years, and whether those matchups truly reflect elite competition.
That's great. You're that elite. No one deserves, not anyone deserves a lot of people out here wish they could be in the ring. I'm sorry, for basketball, for the LeBron James. All right, you don't deserve it. You're not on his level. You're so elite, so phenomenal. You don't deserve to be in that arena. So that's just how I look at these exhibitions. That little bit of stuff don't matter. As long as I'm presenting I don't know. But I do know not just anybody is allowed to be in the ring. Yeah.
Max Kellerman argues that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has perfected a formula of high-reward, low-risk fights, taking on YouTubers and even Ultimate Fighting Championship fighters who aren't elite boxers. According to Kellerman, this approach allows Mayweather to collect massive paydays while sidestepping the dangers of facing top-tier professional competition.
Well, actually, from the fighter's point of view, my best interest is take minimal risk, maximum reward, not get hit, get out with all my money and all my marbles, right? Like, that's in the fighter's best interest. Fighters and fans' interests diametrically opposed. And so what Floyd figured out after a while, for example, with Pacquiao, Stephen A., is I don't have to fight this dude at the height of his powers. I can wait. Okay, I'll fight him now. Now there's pent-up demand. I got to make 5 times more than I would have made back then. to fight a guy who's not as dangerous as he was back then. That's smart. And then what he realized is, wait a minute, was Conor McGregor's rise, I don't even have to fight fighters, boxers. I can fight dudes who don't box and make $100 million. Now, what fool wouldn't do that if he could? Why fight a guy who's trained his whole life to box you for 30 million when you can fight a guy who hasn't trained his whole life boxing for 100 million? Well, of course, Floyd's right about that, so that's what he did. And since then, he's realized, Stephen A., he never has to get in the ring with a dude who's trained his whole life to box, and he can make money. Whether it's a Japanese kickboxer, right, who's smaller than him, whether it's Logan Paul, who's a YouTube star who's twice his size, it doesn't matter. If you haven't trained in boxing your whole life, it's easy work for Floyd at any age, and he's going to make tens and tens of millions of dollars.
Further fueling the controversy is Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s continued participation in exhibition bouts against non-boxers and crossover athletes. Some reports even suggest that planned matchups, such as a potential exhibition with kickboxing star Mike Zambides, could potentially conflict with the terms of his agreement with Manny Pacquiao, adding yet another layer of uncertainty to the situation.
Mental moments in Floyd Mayweather's career. Floyd Mayweather is back. Iron Mike Zambides is actually from K1. And this dude was a monster. From the highlights I've seen, he would walk up to you, fire off combinations, and send your chin into the fourth dimension. Here's the only problem. His last fight was 10 years ago. So I don't expect Zambides to, put on a masterful performance against Mayweather and beat him. But I also don't expect Mayweather to do a lot of damage to Zambides. Mayweather's 48 years old. Mike Zambides is 45 years old. If Mike Zambides comes in and he's got that, quick style where he can just unload pressure on Floyd Mayweather, again, this could be a huge moment for Zambides and a detrimental moment for Mayweather. So, what do you think of Floyd Money Mayweather versus Iron Mike?
Despite the ongoing controversy, CEO Jazz Mather has remained confident that the rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao is still moving forward as a fully sanctioned professional bout. He describes the fight as potentially explosive and highly competitive, stressing that both fighters are staying in excellent shape and maintaining sharp skills. According to him, this won't be a simple exhibition. It's being positioned as a serious, high-level contest worthy of global attention.
The demand is going to match up to the expectations.
Better. I think that demand-wise, look, people are always going to have comments. They're always going to have something to say. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are saying, oh, this fight's not going to do that great. Oh, why are they doing this? They're so old. They're this, that. Those are going to be the first people that are going to want to watch it. I think leading up closer to the fight, when people start seeing their training camp videos, and then they're gonna be like, wow, like this is not a joke. These guys are in serious conditioning, right? There's a lot of time you see boxers, they're in their early 20s, they're great, and when they hit their mid 30s, they're completely out and they just can't continue anymore. These guys are different. They're built different, they are different. There's a reason why they're global icons, not just
According to Jazz Mather, the proposed rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao is expected to take place over 10 to 12 rounds, with both fighters using 8-ounce gloves. He explained that these conditions are designed to balance competitiveness with the realities of both fighters being in the later stages of their careers, prioritizing safety without sacrificing entertainment. While Pacquiao's camp is pushing for a 147-pound welterweight limit, the final weight has yet to be agreed upon, as negotiations with Mayweather's side continue. The overall structure reflects ongoing efforts to ensure fairness, while maximizing the global appeal of what's being promoted as one of the biggest boxing events in recent years.
Some of the key particulars as well. How many rounds is the fight? What weight will it be contested at? What ounce gloves will be used? Can you share some details there?
So 10 to 12 rounds, 8-ounce gloves. The weight has not been confirmed yet. Okay, we're still waiting on Floyd's side for this one, but it'll be about, we're hoping around 147 is what Manny wants.
Gotcha. And it sounds like the rounds could be either 10 or 12?
10 or 12, yeah.
And these will be 3-minute rounds?
Yeah.
Max Kellerman points out that the first fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao wasn't just another bout. It was a historic event, widely labeled the fight of the century. The 2015 clash generated record-breaking pay-per-view numbers and massive global revenue, setting a new benchmark in boxing. Kellerman believes this is exactly why Netflix is reportedly interested in pushing for the rematch, hoping to recreate that same level of excitement and nostalgia for today's audience. However, he argues the sequel may be marketed more as a nostalgic spectacle than a true elite-level contest between fighters in their prime.
When people say the biggest fight in boxing history, you know, if you don't adjust for inflation, et cetera, or tickets sold, et cetera, you know, Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, the rematch, Ali and Frazier, the first fight, these were the biggest fights in boxing history. But Mayweather and Pacquiao was easily the biggest fight of its era, of the generation. And it was the highest grossing fight of all time.
Sure.
Because it 4.4 million pay-per-view buys at $100 a pop. Do the math, right? It's interesting because Netflix is obviously in the business of, you said, eventizing. Yes. Everyone, yeah, they want enormous events that become shared experiences. In a way, in this day and age, partly because of delivery systems of content like Netflix, everything is so niche. You know, everything is so compartmentalized that there's very few shared experiences. It's one of the reasons that the NFL is such.
Max Kellerman dives into the ongoing debate over legacy and pound-for-pound greatness, questioning whether Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather Jr. should be considered the more historically significant fighter. Some argue in favor of Mayweather, pointing to his undefeated record, defensive brilliance, and technical precision. Others side with Pacquiao, highlighting his aggressive style, willingness to face dangerous opponents, and remarkable achievement of winning titles across multiple weight divisions. The discussion underscores how subjective greatness in boxing can be, balancing skill, accomplishments, and overall impact on the sport. In the end, both fighters are widely recognized as all-time greats, even if the debate remains unresolved.
Mayweather Pacquiao. Are you interested in it?
Yep.
Is it a good fight?
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Watch it. The first one was awful, but now they're 50 years old. Let's see it.
But why though? But you didn't like the first one.
No, I didn't.
I'm not watching the second one. You didn't like that, man?
No, the first fight.
Yeah, so when they wasn't grandpas, when they wasn't grandpas,
by the way, that fight went more or less how I thought it would go. I always thought it would go that way.
But you like Pacquiao more.
No, I didn't like the fact that it was
Who's your favorite fighter, Pacquiao or Floyd? Come on, we know it's Pacquiao.
I know Pacquiao. Actually, Floyd. Watching Floyd fight is actually more my style of that perfect boxer.
That's what
when I do a pound-for-pound ranking, I'm trying to be objective. Pacquiao jumped more weight classes. What he did pound for pound to me was more impressive.
But you have him over Floyd.
But I never thought Pacquiao was going to.
Manny Pacquiao has reportedly intensified his training ahead of a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr., preparing as if it will be a full-scale professional fight. Known for his relentless discipline, Pacquiao is said to complete between 30 to 36 rounds of training daily, a routine he has followed throughout his career to build endurance, speed, and sharpness. He has made it clear that he does not view the rematch as an exhibition, but as a legitimate contest requiring maximum focus. His intense preparation reflects his long-standing reputation for an elite work ethic and commitment to peak condition, even at this stage of his career.
Somebody to push me to work hard, work more, but I did. I always put that in my mind when I'm in training. I have to do extra mile to get that condition. Like, for example, my fight is 12 rounds, so I'm doing 30 rounds, at least 30 to 36 rounds every day. So that's that's 30 rounds and 36 rounds that's a hard push, like not like taking lightly, but just push 30 rounds. So when I get to the ring, so whatever happens, I have stamina, I have gas, whatever happens. So that's the makes the fans happy and enjoy the show because of action. Because if I'm a fan, if I'm a fan, I'm going to watch a fight. So I want to see a fight that more on action because that's what I want to see.
Echoing Stephen A. Smith's stance, several analysts believe Floyd Mayweather Jr. has comments about the Pacquiao rematch being an exhibition are far from accidental. Instead of confusion or a contractual slip, many see it as a strategic move, one designed to stir controversy, spark debate, and draw even more attention to the potential showdown with Manny Pacquiao. array of what is defending nonsense. A conflicting narratives, conflict disputes, and growing stakes of network. Fans around the world are watching the high-energy clarity, demanding a fight not just about a spectacle. This rematch becomes reality. It won't just be about victory. It will be about legacy, redemption, and rewriting history. And if it doesn't, the debate may never end. One thing is certain, the world will be watching.